Now, after having introductory talk on boilers, its types, and it's working through one of the boiler of Cochrane boiler, we will discuss about boiler mountings and accessories. Now, boiler mountings are those devices which are mandatory for boiler operation and boiler safety. So without these boiler mountings, one cannot operate the boiler. Now, first boiler mountings that we will discuss is of a safety valve. Now, safety valve is why it is used. Basically, since boiler is a closed pressurized vessel, boiler pressure should not exceed by certain limit. So the function of this safety valve is to blow up the steam when the pressure in the boiler exceeds the working pressure and brings the pressure down to the normal working limit. Now, next boiler mounting is water level indicator. The term itself indicates it is used to indicate, or it is used to indicate the or to show the level of water inside the boiler. Now, next boiler mounting is of pressure gauge. So the function of pressure gauge is to indicate the pressure of steam inside the boiler. Now, another boiler mounting is steam stop valve. So it is used to stop or to allow or to regulate the flow of steam from the boiler to the steam pipe or from the steam pipe to the turbine. Now, these three boiler mountings we will see in the construction part of Cochrane boiler. So over here we are having pressure gauge. So it basically measures the pressure of steam within this boiler. Next, another is water level indicator. This is the water level indicator. It is connected in between this water space and steam space. So through this glass tube, one can easily see the level of water through this glass tube. Another is steam stop valve. So this is the steam stop valve. So it is used to control the flow of steam from the boiler to the turbine, or at the turbine to the from the steam pipe to the turbine. So this is our steam stop valve. Next boiler mounting is feed check valve. So the term, basically this term consists of two verbs. One is to feed and another is to check. So to feed means to provide. So it provides water to the boiler and it checks, or rather it prevents the backflow of water from the boiler to the feed pump in case of failure of feed pump. So it serves two purposes. One is feed, another is check. It provides water to the boiler and it prevents backflow of water from the boiler to the pump. Next is blow off cork. So the function of blow off cork is to remove periodically the sediments collected at the bottom of the boiler when the boiler is in working condition. Even you can use to empty the boiler when it is to be cleaned or emptied, and in case of to lower the level rapidly in case of level becomes too high. Next boiler mounting is fusible plug. The function of fusible plug in the boiler is analogous to the function of electric fuse in electrical circuit. We are already familiar with the electrical fuse. Now, why the fuse is used in electrical circuit? So basically fuse is used to prevent the circuit in case of high current, if there is a high current flow within the circuit. Similarly, fusible plug is used to extinguish the fire in a furnace of a boiler when the water level in the boiler fails to an unsafe extent, and thereby preventing the explosions which may take place due to overheating of the furnace plate. So it is one of the important boiler mountings. So once the water level indicator has indicated there is indicated that there is a low level within the boiler, we need to take the preventive actions, and that preventive action is basically taken care by fusible plug by this extinguishes the fire. So these three mountings we will again see in construction part of boiler, Cochrane boiler. So this is over here we are having blow off cork. So basically it is used to remove the sediments collected at bottom of the boiler. Then we are having fusible plug over here. So this is used to extinguish the fire in case of there is low level of water within this boiler. And another is feed check valve. This is the feed check valve. Now we will discuss about boiler accessories. Now the difference between mountings and accessories is that mountings are compulsory but accessories are not compulsory. So if it is not compulsory, then why it is to be used? So those components are used just to increase the efficiency of the any system. These accessories we are very commonly use in day-to-day life, like mobile accessories, electronic accessories. So similarly over here, those components are not mandatory but just used to increase the performance or to increase the efficiency of the system. So first is economizer. So if we can increase the temperature of inlet feed water by somehow, then the energy required within the furnace to convert the water into the steam would be less, and ultimately it increases the efficiency of the system. So economizer serves the same purpose. So economizer is the device which is used to increase the temperature of inlet feed water, and by how can it increase the temperature of feed water? Just by utilizing the energy from the flue gases only. Now next accessory is air preheater. Now similar concept of preheating the water can be applied for preheating the air to increase the efficiency. So air preheater increases the temperature of inlet air by utilizing the energy of flue gases. Now over here, both of the accessories increases the temperature. Over here, economizer increases the temperature of water, while air preheater increases the temperature of air. Both of these devices increases the temperature of fluid by just utilizing the waste heat gases from the flue gases only. Next is superheater. So it is used to superheat the steam up to the required temperature. Now what advantage basically we are getting by increasing the temperature of steam? So higher the superheat temperature, more would be the enthalpy of the steam and more would be the efficiency of the system. Again, superheater gains the energy from the waste flue gases only. Now the last accessory is feed pump. Feed pump is basically used to raise the pressure of the feed water. Now higher the pressure, more would be the velocity of water that is moving, and higher the velocity of the fluid, more would be the heat transfer rate, and higher would be the heat transfer, we can have a higher efficiency. Now these are the various learning extensions resources. If learner wants to get in-depth knowledge about this topic, one can visit these various links. Now these are the various multiple choice questions. After having discussions on basic introductory things on boiler, one can go through these multiple choice questions. Now this presentation is basically made in online Microsoft Office website, and I have referred these many books to prepare the presentations. In case of any queries regarding this topic or any query regarding this quiz, you may mail me on this email ID. Thank you.